Hey everyone, it's the Jokester here, back for another video, and today we have another unboxing. Dun 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 dun! Yeah, I didn't expect it to come in this long box like this. I'm excited to have these games. These games come from a gentleman that I met in a nice community on Facebook. As I've told you before in the past, I'm in several of these collector communities where they buy and they sell and they trade video games. There's so many of them, and there's a lot of great people in there, a lot of awesome collectors, really great people that you can meet, talk to, make friends with. It's awesome. Really, really awesome. And this guy hooked me up. I'm going to give a big shout out to him. His name is Jacob Martin. Buddy, I appreciate you hooking me up with these games. You're really awesome, really nice, really great to talk to you. Hopefully we can do more business in the future because you have other games that I want. I want them. So hopefully we can do that. So yeah, let's hop into it, shall we? I've already pre-cut the box. So he told me he used to work at a place that had big boxes like this, so he has a stockpile of them. So I guess that's what he ships all his stuff in. So now we're going to open it up and see what's inside. He said he packed it pretty interesting, so I can already see it's packed, definitely packed interesting, and definitely packed nice. So there's that. Yeah, let's just put those up there and let's open one of them at a time and see what we got. So we got the first bag open. Let's reach inside and see what we have. The first thing we have here is Fatal Frame for the PS2, based on a true story. Hey, I didn't know that. And then inside here, we have the manual and we have the game. I have never actually owned these games, and I wanted them, so I had to get this. As you can see, disc looks good. No real scratches. Maybe just some markings where it's been touched and stuff, but overall, really, really pretty clean. Next up, we have... Oh, would you look at that? Fatal Frame 2. Yep. Yeah, he hooked me up with Fatal Frame 1 and Fatal Frame 2. Complete, both with the manuals. Looking nice. Let's check out that disc. Once again, not too bad. There's like little scratches right there, but it shouldn't be so bad. Overall, it's pretty clean. Just needs to be wiped off, maybe with some alcohol and stuff like that, and get these cleaned up. He said these have just been sitting on his shelf for a long, long time. So the fact that they're in this good of a condition is pretty awesome. The fact that GameStop actually sold this for $20 when it's like, what is it, like $50, $60, $70 now? It's insane. And then last but not least, I'm pretty sure you can guess what it is. Fatal Frame 3, The Tormented. Yep. And it is complete as well with the manual. Full color manual. I missed that. And then we have this disc right here. This is probably the cleanest out of all of them. Just has to be cleaned up and wiped down, but all in all, fantastic. I have, I believe, one or two of these digitally, and I was playing through it on the PS3, and oh my goodness, is it freaking scary. And so adrenaline pumping. The ghosts get real up close to you, and you have to wait till they're like right on top of you, so you get the best picture to damage them the most. And it's just so intense, and they're making all these creepy noises and saying stuff to you. If you linger too long in a room, they'll respawn, and they'll go through the walls, and they'll follow you, and it's just like, it's so freaky, but it's so badass, and we need a new Fatal Frame. Koei Tecmo, my buddy, my friend, who makes Neo and Neo 2 one of my favorite games of this current generation, please, for all that is good in the world, give us a new Fatal Frame. Or at least bring these back in an HD trilogy. Seriously, HD trilogy, baby. Let's do it. Let's go. With trophy support. Come on. Seriously. Don't let these die on the PS2 and on the PS3, because with the Cosmos battery thing going on, we're going to lose access to our digital games if Sony doesn't fix it. And currently, they're not doing anything about it, but circle jerking themselves. I mean, they really need to do something about it. They need to get a patch update. They're taking the PSN store down so you can't purchase anything anymore. People are already saying they're having trouble updating their games and getting DLC. My friends are telling me they're having a hard time trying to purchase things on the PS3 because they're not there. It's already kind of shutting down. And Sony is not going to let us download our digital licenses forever. So, please, if you are a developer that has one of your digital games that are only on the PSN store, or all PS2 games that are beloved and getting expensive and need to make a comeback, please re-release them for current generations. There are people that have never played Fatal Frame that need to play Fatal Frame. Seriously. I don't mean to get on a rant, but we really need to preserve all the video games possible that we can. So yeah, moving on back to the unboxing. Now, moving on to the next batch of games. We have Gundam Dynasty Warriors. I love this series once again. From Koei Tecmo, the same people who do Fatal Frame. Koei, you have so many fantastic games. Koei Tecmo and Bandai, fantastic. This is probably one of the best Dynasty Warriors games out there. I had to get this because I do have the third one, and he had this, and I was like, you know what? Give me that. Give me that game, because I want to get all of these. I want to get every single one of them. The other good Gundam games I recommend is Gundam Breaker. You can import a PS4, I think a Vita version, maybe a PS3 version, can't remember, but it's Gundam Breaker 3 Break Edition. Definitely get that, because that's a fantastic Gundam game. You get to build your own Gundams and stuff. And then next, we have The Last Rebellion. This is an NIS RPG. Pretty interesting. Kind of a niche one. Not well really known. I believe the price in this is starting to go up. Is complete. Everything that he had was complete. Let's check out the disc. Yeah, looks pretty good. Some little smudges and stuff like that. Scratches on Blu-rays are not so bad unless it's heavily scratched, because they have that extra coating that keeps them safe. So you really don't have to worry about light scratches. Scratches on PS2 discs, DVDs, Xbox 360 discs, things like that, that is worrisome because they don't have no coating to protect them. Blu-ray is the best, most durable physical disc format that we currently have. And last but not least, we have the Saboteur. This is kind of an interesting game. It's kind of like your GTA Mafia type game, but when you go into a part of the city that's controlled, that you have to liberate, it's in black and white, like those old black and white 1930s, 40s film. And then when you liberate, it turns into color. So it's a really interesting game that they came out with, and it's kind of just flying under the radar. It's still fairly cheap, but it is going up, and I recommend people actually get it for sure. So yeah, it has the manual, has the disc. Great. This is almost perfect condition. It's like he opened the plastic wrap and just shipped it to me. But yeah, this is fantastic. A lot of games. All in all, everything that I paid for here, with the Fatal Frames being the most expensive, For this whole batch of games, I paid about 200. I could have done friends and family, but probably saved myself like $8. But paying that much for a lot of games and not knowing if transit's gonna like destroy them or anything like that, you want to kind of insure them in case that something happens for both you and the seller. But yeah, this is a fantastic batch of games. I'm so happy to have this. Once again, I have to give big shout out to my friend Jacob Martin. Thank you, buddy, for these amazing games. Big shout out to you. He's in the communities. I'll put links down in the community where I met him and met other people. And you can go there and you can buy some games yourself. Meet some of these people. Make some friends. Make some memories. Let me know down below any new games that you've picked up. Seeing as everything is going crazy with PS3 right now, prices are rising on these games, so you best snag what you can now while you can. Until next time, this is Jokester signing out. See ya and happy gaming.
I'm the jokester, Mr. J.